No.
But we
Not
did
even
re-kill
close.
Jaina.
I blame the thunderstorm I was having that night.
You face not Malcazar alone, but the legions I command.
Oh, is a special man out?
Special man.
The special man is
Could
Yeah,
be the name of it from now on.
Special man!
Sounds like a Pearl Jam.
Oh my god, there is so much boss yelling. What is this?
Did we drop the flask thingy?
Not. Cauldron?
Oh, big raid today.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
that's
Yay! I'm Grand Mangus Telestra. You know what they say.
So, how do we do on Thursday?
Zutter, what do
Poorly.
your wings look like with this model?
Oh, let me look. Chanta, hold on.
Yeah, that sounds to me that something's weird going. Something weird is
It
going.
might just be shut off. Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let
Sorry.
me look and see. It's not you. It's nobody has it right now. I need to rerun the tags.
And the applications as well. That's an issue.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
The cauldron is down.
Yay!
Thank you.
And Elvis is in the building.
Is there a brunch? Yeah, there is. Good.
I thought Elvis left the building.
Oh, he's in
Okay,
the
there
building.
you go. It should work now, Chanta.
Okay, great. Thanks.
I heard Elvis was living in an old age home with John F. Kennedy.
In
Did
Texas.
you just watch
Bubba Hotep.
what's that movie with Meryl Streep and
No,
Death
he
That
watched
Comes
Bubba
Her?
Hotep
Did you
with
just
Bruce
watch
Campbell.
Death
Yeah,
That
Bubba
Comes Her?
Hotep.
Bubba Hotep's awesome. Bruce Campbell.
A really good movie.
Well,
Total quality.
that's just a repetitive thing. It's a Bruce Campbell movie.
True. True that.
So, what's the policy on dispels? How are we handling the debuffs? and
We're
side
gonna.
effects?
I'm gonna assign specifically people to do it. We're not gonna try to get more than like 3, because somebody's gonna accidentally get it probably. And we have, if we're running 4 healers, then you'll only have 4 dispels.
We might want to have a 5th healer since we have 22.
I have master
Um,
spell.
We don't. You don't want to. You can't assign.
Yeah, because you
People
stand
to
in that thing, and that's how you
dispel.
get the whispers of power, isn't it?
Yeah, you can assign who gets the
Mm-hmm.
So
whispers.
you have to be careful with Master
Oh.
Spell, because don't you take damage for each person? you
Yes.
Yeah,
spell?
you'll
And that's
kill
why we
everyone.
want to
Okay.
do it manually and not have too many. So
Okay.
we would want like 2, 3, or 4 people with it, so each healer can get one and just take one tick of the thing. But let me organize the interrupts first. We're gonna probably just use more than 2 rounds just to make sure that it's staggered beyond the 6 seconds, because we were having trouble with that last time.
You want to try a balance druid doing the range tanking this time?
We can.
They're supposed to be good at it.
Ruby does have the specific Azurite traits.
Ruby already pulled thread off him once with like 1 moonfire.
Yeah, I've kind of found out why. Yeah, demo actually is not great
Well,
because.
but I like doing it because I don't have to do anything else.
Yeah, I like that too, but
You should be dotting the other boss too.
yeah, I hadn't been thinking, and yeah, all my pets don't attribute to my threat, unfortunately.
Yeah, I did it as Balance Druid with my old guild on Silver Hand, and took a little bit of a learning curve, but yeah, it's a fine.
I'm guessing JKM's just going to say we're not having any more fun for the rest of the expansion. Done with the meeting. Okay.
No fun. No fun zone.
I mean, we've definitely hit our quota by far.
You can't take away our special man.
We have to massively decrease in order to even it out.
Too much fun.
Many deals for a friend.
Okay, so 2 of our hunters are missing. Let's see.
Would you like me to bring a hunter?
No. We have enough interrupts, but the 3 hunters were just making it easy before. 'cause
Like,
we could just
honestly,
assign with...
the elemental shamans are probably better just because of the speed of their interrupts.
It's true.
So
we'll
in
just
prac-
replace 2 of the hunters with the 2 shamans.
in practical terms, all that I as an interrupter have to do is look at that debuff and let it count down to 6 seconds before it interrupts.
Well,
you need
you
to make
have
sure
to
that. Go ahead, DJ.
you have to keep it interrupted until the 6 seconds falls off of you, and then let a cast finish. Exactly 1 cast finish.
And you two have to decide which one you're going to interrupt. They'll
Yeah,
all be
let me-
marked.
They should be marked. Let me make sure my DVM's set up.
Mine is set up if yours isn't. It'll be using purple, green, and moon. So determine beforehand which one we're going to let go through and which 2 we're going to interrupt. And
Let moon go through, and green is last. So moon, purple, green is the expiration order. So no one interrupt moon.
Would we like a feast?
we already had one. Unless I'm crazy.
You are crazy, but we also did have one.
Okay.
That's not how if-then statements work, Tay.
If and statements.
I took a logic class.
This is not Boolean logic.
It's not logic at all.
I think it's bullshit logic.
Yeah.
Man, it's actually been a year and a half since I thought of an if-then state.
Solar beam works as an interrupt, right?
Yeah, it's actually preferable.
Because that'll
it'll
make
delay
it longer.
even longer. So if we have the druids for it, then we should definitely be using solar
We
beam
have
for this
2.
one.
Who's going to be doing the range tanking now?
What's the cooldown on solar beam?
1 minute.
Isn't it a minute?
Will we have it up for every round?
We should.
Okay. So let's have you 2 do it first then.
The only
So you'll
problem
need
is
to explain to
area
them what they're
effect, so if
doing.
they're too close together, it'll get to.
I think the first round should be solar beams, and then we can pick one of the 2 that got solar beamed and let it go.
I have a feeling it'll be up by the next time the set of ads comes out.
It's always it's the ads that the Fathul spawns, so if we're alternating, there should be
we'd have
some
to
time.
damage them for like 50% of their health, basically. 25% each.
So you don't need the warlocks for backup.
We'll see. We're gonna basically, the one concern is when we activate the Void Stone for Fathul, there's a period in which the ads are casting and exploding, but nobody can take any healing. So it's probably better to delay the first explosion for a little bit longer.
Tavath, do you want to do we get damage reduction? Does that work?
Damage reduction does work. So if you do like
Yes.
powered barrier or whatever, then that does work
sure.
in that period.
Well, okay.
I'd have to be disc for that, though.
That would be good.
Shout.
Yeah,
Okay,
anything
but that
that
means that you have that I'm healing instead of DPSing.
That's
So
probably fine.
shields
We have a
will
lot of
work
people.
too. Do shields work too?
Yes.
I can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything that doesn't heal you works. So anything that increases your max health, anything that
I know, but you know they
damage.
count. They
We should
count
be using
absorbs
cocoon,
differently depending on the
tank.
ability. What?
Okay.
We should be using life cocoon on the tank when that happens.
I don't have that, but I do have
I have pain
Earthen Wall
suppression.
Totem.
Yes, that also works.
I can
We'll,
bark skin.
we'll want to use those.
Guardian Spirit.
The tank needs an external, is what you're saying, basically.
Yes.
Okay, just call it.
Do warriors still have their increase everybody's health shout?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that's
Handy.
good.
What do I need to do? I wasn't paying attention.
You need to do it for when we have the
Void
Void
Stone.
Stone. You know,
Yeah,
and
just,
nobody can take any healing.
I mean, I just normally use it when it looks like I need to use it, so I'm guessing that'll probably be.
Well, I think you need to use it proactively because if you use it after we're debuffed for taking healing, we probably won't get the extra health.
It's based on max.
I don't think it counts as a heal. Yeah, it probably just increases
Okay.
everything. You can try it.
I mean, it's just when he uses the Void Stone, right?
Yep.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I used it every time on that last time because I just noticed.
Yeah,
it.
it would.
Okay.
If you used it beforehand, it would help briefly,
Okay.
but I don't know how long it lasts.
Again,
Maybe it's
I
not
don't.
that good of a
I mean,
cool.
it just gives you, no matter what your health level is at, it gives you 25% of your max.
Right, which is probably considered to be a heal. I mean, it's
No, it
the
worked.
increase in health.
It's not.
The increase in health isn't, but the part of the healing that you get back to go with it is probably considered.
There's no healing. You just get the health. There's
Yeah,
no.
Recon doesn't count as a heal. It just increases current and maximum health by X, and I don't think that's mitigated by healing effect.
That's right.
Like let's say your health is like 100 and easy numbers, right? You just get 25 health. It doesn't matter where your health level is. If your max health is 100, let's say you have like 5 health left, you get 25 health. If you have 90 health left, you get 25.
Okay. So if we make 4 and 5, that's 9 interrupts, right?
Yes.
No, wait,
Well,
Chant is
no,
not.
Chant doesn't know.
So 8 interrupts.
I can chastise.
No, let's keep it this way, and then
Okay.
we'll have both druids use solar beam on not moon. So let's just assign it now.
Purple and green. Assign specific ones to druids.
I don't know if the markers get overwritten, but we'll do Larissa gets purple solar beam, Ruby gets green, and then let's do Akunda. You can interrupt purple.
Mm-hmm.
We'll actually wait. No, what do we decide? Moon, purple, green. So you have to. So we'll do solar beam on purple and green, and then Akunda, you will interrupt green a second time, and then I'll keep an eye on green, and if it's gonna go off too fast, then I'll interrupt it a third time, and that should be enough. And then when the void stone one happens, we'll do the same thing with the solar beam, and then well, I don't know. Do we want to mix it up? Let's just do this. Okay. So purple and green will interrupt the same way with the balanced druids first, and then Akunda, you will interrupt green a second time, and Crunchy, you can interrupt purple a second time if you want. It's fine if we stagger it longer. It'll probably make it easier to heal anyway. So we'll just interrupt them both the second time, and then Tejas, you can interrupt green a third time, and then I'll be on reserve to make the last one explode at the right time if it doesn't. And then when the what's it called? When the void stone overlap happens, it'll be exactly the same. It'll be solar beam first, shaman second, Tejas and I will go third. And it'll just delay everything by a round. So gray staff and dice, you guys keep an eye out. I'll call out when the time comes, and you guys, if you need to interrupt anything, right, by that time there will probably just be one or two. So if I just say we need an extra interrupt, just target either of them and interrupt them. It's okay if you target both of them.
Okay.
Okay.
So everybody know what marker they're getting.
Who's range taking? Me? Somebody?
We're gonna do it. Sorry, a lot of stuff coming. Ruby's gonna try range tanking this time. Okay. So everybody knows what they're interrupting and in what order. It's druids, then shamans, then me and Tejas. And then the other mages are backing us up in the Voidstone overlap case, which probably still won't be necessary. I'm imagining we'll break it a little faster this time. Okay. And then melee, you can always toss another interrupt on the ad if you feel like it's going to explode too soon, right? There's no penalty for keeping them up longer. Any questions before we start? We're going to try, if we make it, we're going to try using Bloodlust when the speaker uses a trident and makes the big bubble so that we can burn the bubble down quickly and then get the ad down to 1% quickly.
So Ruby, you have a rubber band between you and Zaxaz, so when you want to kite him around, just go farther than you need to past. Yep.
Ruby's marked with a star, so make sure we have the 5 seconds or 5 yards.
And who am I moonbeaming?
You are getting Zach Saj, the speaker.
In which one am I interrupting?
Sorry, you're interrupting Green.
Green. Okay.
Yeah, he'll probably lose the star because DBAM uses star for people running out.
Oh, it does. Taking all my markers.
It's okay. I think I can remember my difficult part.
Yeah, each person has one color only, so it's okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Akunda, what color were you?
I'm going to interrupt Green.
So Crunchy will get purple. We're good. Any other questions before we start?
There's the spare one we have to run out for. How far?
It's
doesn't
yeah.
seem
There's
to
just
be
it's
that
just
bad.
it's just siege breaker basically. So just run it as far as you feasibly can comfortably, but it's not a huge deal if it's like 40 yards.
Okay.
And don't run it towards the range tank.
Yes.
Just it's not nice.
One other question, pardon me if it's extraneous. Should I let that cast play out a bit before I interrupt it, or does it matter when I interrupt it?
You wanna delay it. The solar beam should delay it long enough to where it doesn't matter, but just for practice's sake, you should not do it immediately. Try like aim for halfway or something.
Okay.
So everybody except Ruby on the speaker or on the Fothul to start, so we don't pull threat off. And we'll burn him down to 25 and then switch.
25?
75.
Or burn him down 25 to 75. My mistake. Although if you can burn him down to 25 that quickly, that'd be impressive.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rapture hideous whispers. Cower before his eyes.
Void crash. Dark Herald.
Let that bounce one more time.
Void crash. Cerebral assault.
I don't know where Olds is.
I got him.
Got him.
Let it bounce one more time. He's at 78. We're gonna get the storm soon. Soak that.
Dark Herald.
Purple.
Crash.
Not the big one. Here comes the storm. Use your defenses.
Storm of annihilation.
There's the ads are up.
Crash.
Let's get the solar beams down.
Picking up.
Switch
Ruby.
target.
Cerebral
Nope.
assault.
One of them.
So what happened there?
I think
We got two
mine went
casts
off
up.
before we could target it.
Yeah, just go ahead and do it immediately, because yeah, there's no
Dark
point in
Herald.
waiting for the regular interrupt the first time.
Won't let me jump off.
Void crash.
Oh, and I forgot to assign the whispers.
Also, I don't know how
Your dream
to keep Rubidium alive.
Why don't we assign somebody to Rubidium? You want me to take it?
I mean, he got
I can
81% of my healing.
I can help heal more. Does anyone have a tome? I'm gonna switch my talents.
Yeah, I
But
can give you one.
okay.
Ruby can do a lot of self healing and just don't go in any of the purple circles, even though it's tempting to.
Yeah, he just needs another healer watching him. I'll do it. Where are you, JK?
Putting out a feast.
Thank you.
Let's just have our 3 melee take the whispers intentionally. So Rira, Sivash, and Buck. If you get whispers on you, like stand. If it's probably gonna go in a ranged. So if you get Dark Herald, then you stand kind of.
We have 5 melee, by the way. Me and Bike Chen
You-
too.
Yeah. Well,
You
we'll just
forgot
give it to
about
you
the
three
paladins.
because you're the Parse Lord. So
Okay.
we'll position the Dark Herald, like position it outside of melee but not super far away, so they can just run out and grab a couple ticks and then run back in, or even more ideally, like so if they could stand inside of it while they're DPSing, but that's probably a little dangerous.
I
Do
mean, I
we
can
have-
try to walk out of it too.
Can I get blessing of wisdom?
All right, but it looks like the markers were going down correctly, so everything else looks fine. Is anyone having trouble identifying when they should soak the purple swirl? Is it obvious that they shrink in size from the big size to the small size? That's safe.
So just we can always soak the small ones. It's just the huge initial one we have to
Yeah.
avoid.
Even the second size is, if you accidentally take it, you might be okay if nothing else bad is happening, but you still want to let it bounce at least.
So on this promise of power,
You want to learn to do it on the smallest, because on the next boss, if you take even the second one, you're dead.
so quickly on this promise of power, so this is more of like an RNG mechanic or something you can stand in intentionally and get.
Yeah, so somebody gets buffed with Dark Herald, and every 5 seconds they'll tick twice, basically for 10 seconds. Every 5 seconds they'll tick once, and once at 10. And then if you're in that circle, if anybody besides that person, so say you three
You get the
melee stand
promise
in that
power,
circle
yeah.
for both ticks, then you'll have.
I mean, we'll probably only be able to do one tick, right? Because the person will have
Yeah.
to move in with it. So it just get one tick for 5 seconds and go back.
And it'll increase over time, right? You don't need both. So just run in and grab one tick of it, get it on you, and then run back into melee, and you'll get a damage increase buff over time. But you'll also get a damage taken buff or max health down buff debuff. So you can't soak the the bouncy things, but otherwise just avoid damage until the healers dispel it off you. And then healers, you should dispel it before the Tempest Collar thing happens with the boss, right?
Be a good upper decker and tunnel.
And otherwise,
I
about
love
5
this.
seconds is good time to dispel it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't mark the person getting the Dark Herald.
Yeah. You just have to. We'll try to call it out when we see it.
I'm sure there's a weak RI that would start having the person shout.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Embrace the Master's truth! Kneel in the shadow of his
Void Crash.
Big crash it.
Dark Herald.
Promises is out. Akunda, you gotta run back into melee. It's gone now.
It might not be worth it. It's just so uphill.
Yeah. I'll call out if it's near. Make sure you're soaking that purple.
Watch out, watch out.
Void Crash.
Not the big one there. After this bounce, soak it. 77, we're gonna get the storm soon. Here it comes. Here come the ads.
Storm of Annihilation.
Ads are up.
It doesn't seem to silence.
It doesn't seem to work. Uh-oh.
That was the problem was
At least you got it off.
Cerebral
No, this isn't working. This isn't. But we learned a lesson.
Void Crash.
I was wondering what was happening.
That makes sense, though. It's
Dark Herald.
the druids or silences, they're not true interrupts.
I mean, it interrupted it. It just doesn't
Void
silence it for however 5 seconds afterward.
Did it interrupt it?
So we just have to do it later. But I don't know. At that point, it's might as well just regular interrupt it, right?
Might as well just have a
There's no
normal
point in using a long cooldown ability.
Let's go back to shamans, I guess.
So we'll move everybody up in the order. So let's just rearrange the order. I'll rearrange the groups to be in the right order. Okay, so group 4 will be the interrupt group. We'll do shamans first, then we'll do mages second, and we'll do Tejas third. So, let's see.
Are people
Kunda, you were.
supposed to be running out the Dark Herald, or are people confusing that with the Siegebreaker thing?
It's probably getting confused. So the Siegebreaker thing looks like Siegebreaker. It puts the big prismatic looking stuff on the floor around you. The Dark Herald is just a purple circle around you, and it's smaller. It's pretty small. So that's the one that you want to be by yourself, but kind of right outside of melee, so people can come get it.
I'll be right back, guys.
Well, range would like to get it too.
No, we're only assigning 3 people so that there's enough to dispel everybody before the things.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I need to look at that real quick. The one that we run out versus the.
Yeah. I'll link it. Hang on.
The purple ring is the damage boost. And it just hangs out around you. The one that's pulsating is the one where you need to get out of the raid.
Got it.
I mean, does it have to be dispelled if you don't stay in it the whole time and get high
It'll
stacks?
build stacks as soon as it gets on.
Yes. It keeps going up forever no matter what you do. And you will have, I mean, it's too high if it's at 5.
Yeah, DBM should actually start shouting at you when you get to high stack.
I have put a fish down.
Thank you.
So there's the 2 ability. Dark Herald is the one that you don't have to run out that much, and
Gotcha.
Crushing Doubt is the Siegebreaker analog that you do have to run out.
Is it known to focus on that person from heals that has the crushing doubt to make sure they don't die?
Yeah, you should be topped off before it goes off. But otherwise, yeah, it doesn't do that much as long as you're away from everyone.
Boban's back.
I guess my DBM's not updated or something because I'm not seeing any time. Okay,
Yeah,
so Akunda, you were green, right?
Yes.
So Akunda, green, crunchy purple first at near the end of the cast, and then Gray Staff, you can do green near the end of the cast, the second cast, and Dice do purple near the end of the second cast. And then Tejas, you can get the third one if it's necessary.
Sounds
It probably will be necessary if everybody else does their thing correctly, right? So there'll be 2 of them casting, and you can pick either. Okay. Shamans, mages, hunter, and other mage.
Some folks need to eat.
Am I other mage?
I'm other mage. You are the second round mage. You and Greystaff and Dice are right after the shamans.
Oh, I didn't eat. Oh well.
Too late.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rapture hideous whispers. In the shadow of his
Void Crash.
Big ones.
Dark Herald.
Soak after this bound. Soak these. Promises is out. It's on Larissa. Melee. You 3 run out and grab a tick if you can. It's gone now.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to last very long.
Yeah.
Watch out for the cone. Don't DPS those people.
Void Crash.
Big bounce. After this bounce, soak it. He's about to hit his storm. Be ready to interrupt. Dark Herald. Make sure it's dispelled.
Storm of Annihilation.
Ads are up.
Void Crash. Aphotic Blast.
I died.
Cerebral Assault.
Yeah, he had 3 stacks, but my
Yeah, let's get
on
both,
cooldown.
yeah.
Void
We're
Crash.
good. It'll go off.
Dark Herald.
Speech to speaker.
In the
Void Crash.
Dispels.
Agent of Demise.
Can you revival?
I cannot.
Void Crash.
You should be on speaker right now.
Dark Herald. Void Crash. Cerebral Assault.
Soak those.
Void Crash.
Speaker's about to go off for Void Stone. Make sure we burn the shield off of him quickly.
Umbral Shell. Terrifying Echo. Void Crash. Dark Herald.
Burn down the ad.
Umbral Shell.
Where's Tejas? Get closer to the raid, please.
I was
Switch back to
dumping Crush
Fatul.
and Doubt.
Crash. Cerebral Assault.
Say switch to Fod.
Yes, you should be on Fatul. We're gonna get Void Stone in 5%. Same interrupt rotation, but I'll take Greystaff's place.
Void Crash.
Here it comes.
Umbral Shell.
Ads are up.
Externals on tanks.
Void Crash.
Rubidium 2.
Cerebral Umbral Shell. Terrifying Echo.
Tejas, get one of them.
Add.
Aphotic Blast.
We're gonna need another interrupt on purple, probably. No, we won't.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Which one? Fatal or Speaker?
Fatal or
Speaker.
Speaker?
Void Crash.
Get Speaker to 50. Soak those. You have a res in 10 seconds.
Void Crash.
Nope, guess not.
Everybody's dead.
Go ahead and soak a void.
Cerebral Assault.
Maybe we can get him to 50 and see the bubble.
Void Crash.
Here it comes.
Terrifying Echo.
And so that one you just DPS everything in the bubble, right?
Yep.
And if you
And we
don't
will
DPS
lust at that
charge,
point.
yeah. That's when we lust. Okay.
Oh,
Just
and it's
wondering.
supposed to be in the bubble, which I didn't do. If we move into the bubble, I think that's. I think it protects us. Am I right about that or wrong?
I don't know if it protects us, but I think we get credit for taking damage from within the bubble.
Maybe that's it. Yeah, so there was some reason why you had to go inside.
But it seemed okay. Interrupts seemed to be fine. Tejas, I'll just manually call out yours each time because it seems to differ which one needs to be interrupted.
Okay.
But we seem to be getting the bubble off, the void bubble off faster this time.
I think having Zaxaj in the inside the void bubble in the bubble helps. Okay, so whenever a stone is set off, we should immediately switch the other.
Well, when the void stone gets set off, you need to break the shield off the guy who just activated it. But after that shield is broken, then you can switch. So we will
switch after the effect is done. Is probably the easiest,
we're gonna activate we'll activate Speaker first on the void stone. So we break the shield on him, we take his ad down to 1% to interrupt it, and then you switch to Sphere. Okay, and make sure you're actually soaking the small void swirls. I see a lot of people running out of it instinctively, which is admirable, but in this case, not the right thing to do. And I think the promises of power is just a crapshoot, so I don't think we're gonna bother manually giving it to. If you see it, if somebody gets it and you're like one of the two nearest people to them, then you can run in and grab it if you want. But let's not try to intentionally grab it.
Should I just run it through the melee?
No.
Give
Too
it to
many-
everyone.
It
Probably
should
don't
just
want
be kept out like everything else, and we don't need
Yeah. We'll just
It's just
ignore
not fast. It's not long
There's
enough
no
for us to
reason
really.
to worry about it.
Like we would get like 1 second of time. It would not be worth the time to go.
Yeah, we don't want the tanks ending up with it. That might be.
Seems like more is just good for the ranged.
Yeah.
Ranged buff, which is fine.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rapture in his whispers.
Oh my! I hate this game.
Did you ruin your opener?
Yeah.
Big swirls, medium swirls. Don't soak these. After this, get the small one. Stand in those.
Void crash.
Only one person. Don't stand in these.
Cerebral assault.
After this
Beams
bounce
in.
soak. Don't cleave those people.
Void crash.
Medium
Target those
bounce.
people.
Soak these.
Dark Herald. Void crash.
He's about to do the storm.
Waking of his endless strain.
Storm of annihilation.
Behold, the end of your
Interrupts.
possible defiance.
Dispel Greystaff.
Cerebral assault.
I died again.
Chaos get purple again.
Void crash.
Alright, and we'll let green go off, and then
Dark Herald.
hopefully purple will not be too fast. Oh, it was a little too fast.
Unspeak.
Void crash.
Get the little swirls. You should be switched onto speaker.
Way too close to us, Ruby.
Void crash.
I'll take Grey Staff spot on the next one.
Dark Herald.
You should be on speaker.
Cerebral assault. Void crash. Void crash.
Speaker's about to do Voidstone. Break the shield on him.
Terrifying echo.
They interrupt his ad.
Void crash. Umbral shell. Cerebral assault.
On the ad. Don't stand in that cone. Make sure you're soaking the little swirls. And you should be on
Baffle.
Fossil.
Void crash.
We shouldn't be moving yet. We still benefit from cleavings with the Duke hold.
Dark Herald. Void crash.
Lock dots on that ad.
Yeah, we just gotta keep it at 1%. It's okay.
Void crash.
I mean, there's no reason to focus it until it goes to full health.
Cerebral assault.
1% till he activates. Make sure we soak these swirls if there's any out. Break the shield, interrupts.
Dark Herald. Terrifying echo. Void crash.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Umbral shell.
Echo.
Kill it.
I'm dead.
Tejas get either one.
Crash.
Yeah, we'll probably die. It's fine.
Oh, I have Void Crash.
Yeah, Ruby died.
Ruby's coming up now.
Dark
It
Herald.
Well, he
doesn't
can't
matter,
get it
it's
back.
fucked.
You
Oh.
can.
I guess you could switch into Baron Taunt, does that work?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
but
that
you'll
works.
when it
That
falls
works.
off of you, you get the debuff on heroic.
It doesn't matter, I already
Void
did that.
Crash.
Your dream dies.
So switch to upper decker.
Yeah.
Well, you really should do a DBM set.
Watch your AoE.
Dark Herald. Void Crash. Cerebral Assault.
Flesh is forfeit.
Jump for the cone.
Void Crash.
Let's go ahead and get speaker to 50 and then wipe to the bubble. Or maybe we should just stand in the next void. Yeah, we'll just do that. Keep those whatever they're called inside.
Void Crash.
Yeah, just stand in a void zone.
Your dream dies. Your pathetic existence will be washed
crash.
away.
Terrifying Echo.
Screams will echo.
Cerebral Assault.
Dream dies.
That looked like progress.
Void Crash.
Looks can be deceiving.
Yeah, we had a bad explosion at the beginning because I messed up the
Yeah, it's
We
really
just
not a
need
hard
sets
fight.
of 2.
Painful progress to me.
Yeah, that was totally progress.
So the shamans and the mages doing what they're doing will get us correctly to 2 explosions, but the third one, I think Tejas and I will just have to go and see.
I'll try my best not to die at that same point.
Yeah, if an
You died
interrupter dies,
because
it
you
messes
had
up everything.
You died because you had 5 stacks and weren't dispelled in time.
I'd also like to point out you can't spell steal that cast that they're doing. I tried by accident.
Is everybody with?
Okay, so dispel automatically at five stacks?
No, like 3.
3? Okay.
Does everybody with interrupt responsibilities have a mic so they can call out if they can't get the interrupt so someone else can possibly get it
Yes,
for them?
everybody has one. And melee, especially after the first explosion or 2, if you can keep an eye on them. If you see that one's going to go off while you're running around, then you can just throw an extra interrupt on it and it won't hurt. I would say wait until there's one up, and if the last one casting is going to go off too soon, then that's when we should be able to do the first 2 regardless.
The last one we're letting go is green, right?
Correct.
Keep an eye out on it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rapture in his whispers. Cower before his
Void Crash. Dark Herald.
Medium bounces come.
You said only one person in the little circle.
Yes. Run that crushing doubt out of the raid.
Void Crash. Cerebral Assault.
Don't be in the cone.
crash.
Big crashes. Little crashes are coming soon. Soak these. He's about
I
to
got
do
this one.
We're about to get ads.
Storm of annihilation.
Ads are up.
Void crash. Cerebral assault. Void crash.
What do we do wrong? We lost 3 people.
Dark Herald.
I did something stupid, so.
I
did
also did
too.
something stupid.
Stupid has killed this raid this time.
Stupid. Stupid is stupid.
Okay, Forrest.
I had to. It's not a T. Come on, guys.
We should be on speaker.
No, you should be on push to talk.
Dark Herald. Void crash. Cerebral assault.
Alright. That wasn't good.
Really?
Fuck you, Upper Decker.
Let's go ahead and...
One step forward, 2 steps back.
Let's see what happens. Keep pushing speaker. We don't have interrupts for the next round. 2 of them are dead, so we'll have to have...
Okay, so what is
Dark Herald.
speaker? Blast when...
You should be on speaker right now.
Okay.
He's about to do Void Stone. So we break the shield on him. And then we burn his ad.
Terrifying assault. Uncle shell.
On the ad.
Void crash. Dark Herald. Void crash.
We should be on Faffle, by the way, guys, if you're not.
You should be.
I'm on the ground.
Void crash. Cerebral assault.
Alright. Grey Steph and I will get the second interrupt.
Uncle shell. Dark
Ads
Herald.
are up.
On me.
Void terrifying echo.
Green interrupt.
Whoa.
On the ad. Man.
Uncle
Is it-
shell.
We lost Ruby.
Alright.
Void crash.
Well, these 2 are about to explode at the same time.
Void crash. Cerebral assault. Void crash.
We're getting fairly close to what will be a terror cast. I'll try to call it out to toss down a tremor totem, but it says something about screaming echoes or something like that, but we'll have to catch that when it happens.
What are you using a tremor totem for?
The fear from the ad if we can't get it down fast enough.
Does Tremor Totem have like a...
Who fears it? Who gets feared?
The visage from beyond if it finishes its cast.
Who does it fear?
Everybody.
Everyone.
Oh, that's never happened, right?
Right, because we've been good enough to finish the cast.
It's probably going to happen when we do the one that reduces damage taken by 75%.
I say it did get off at least one time last week.
So we can expect to hear y'all call that out if it looks like it's going to go down.
Yeah. I'll call it out, or Akuna will call it out. One of us will be paying attention to it.
Are we doing a break?
Yeah, it's 7:30. Let's do it.
Does anybody have a spare book?
I got a whole library.
So tonight I am waiting for an executive who said he wanted an email to go out tonight and then disappeared. So it's going to go out tomorrow morning, but I have to wait up anyway just in case he comes.
It says Guild Dungeon Challenge complete. Was that wiping on this raid over and over again was the challenge?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I'm gonna log off really quickly. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So, Tavath, you'd like some of the. We're getting up towards an election in Canada, so right wing's starting to do attack ads on Justin Trudeau right now, the Conservatives. So they're trotting out people going, "Oh, you can't trust him," all sorts of different things. And then at the end, they go, "Justin Trudeau, not as advertised." Okay, your advertisement just said don't trust him. So does that mean you should actually trust him?
Well, I have had a little crush on Justin, but I do know that not all of his actions are things that I would. He sure does look real good compared to what we've got, though.
Yeah, well, this is what happens with the Liberals. Every 5-6 years, they self-destruct because of some stupid stuff in Quebec or Ontario, and then the Conservatives get in, and then they do the same thing after about 5 or 6
Well, then you
years.
get Doug Ford, yeah.
Well. The Alberta Conservatives aren't all that better. They actually, I live in BC, they're actually trying to embargo sending oil to a different province because BC won't let them build a pipeline through the province. So they're basically trying to extort an agreement out of the BC government to allow a pipeline by turning off the oil tap.
Wow.
Did you guys see that Bill de Blasio's entered the U.S. presidential race?
Yeah.
He's just the worst ever.
Oh my
He's
God.
going to get a book deal or some crap.
Why are
New York has been begging him not to run.
They just want to. I mean, maybe if he runs, they can get rid of him.
Let me tell you something. If he runs, he's gonna win again because you guys are gonna hate everybody else that runs worse.
Probably, but my money's actually on Trump getting reelected.
Oh man.
Here, let's check who's back.
That would make me cry so bad.
I just want funding, man.
I mean, running for president's a win-win scenario. You make lots of friends, you get lots of publicity.
You
Sky's
get
the
to
limit.
call up rich people and ask them for money all day, every day.
You
Trump
can
didn't even
transfer
want to
the
fuck. He was going to use it to launch his own television channel. Then he unexpectedly won, and his wife cried.
you can transfer the money you get from donations to your Senate or House campaign. I sincerely hope that's what some of them do.
Like, we totally
like
needed
people
another
aren't
white
back
man
yet.
in this race.
Does someone have a fee?
What are you
Let's
talking
not
about?
drop
Lost
it
in
yet.
2020.
I'll
Come
wait
on,
till they get
people.
back, but yeah.
We still don't have everybody back, so we shouldn't buff.
He needs to fix the fucking subways. It was a disgrace last time I went there.
I would like mass transit, even if it's
Wouldn't
bad.
that be nice?
It took me 1.5 hours to go about 5 miles yesterday in this stupid fucking city.
Yeah, you can send us your subways.
Mass transit is a bus, which is on the same roads as the fucking cars. There is no mass transit.
Aren't they digging subway tunnels in
No.
Seattle?
Yeah, there's gonna
They
be
built Seattle on top of
No,
Seattle.
they aren't.
there's gonna be one light rail line that goes north-south.
It is not Seattle Transit. It's regional, and it has like a couple of stops, and it only goes north and south.
I want to have a
It goes
bullet
through
train
different
from
cities.
Portland to Seattle because there are shows I want to go to in Portland, but I
I'm
don't
back.
want to drive home at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
3 hours.
I mean,
Let's
there's a
buff up.
train, but it's a normal train and it's slow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want something like they have in Europe.
I'm putting
Alright.
food down. Don't put food down. Don't put food down.
This is my brunch.
Thank you. I was about to put foot down.
Okay. Rubidium is marked with skull, and we're gonna have him position one triangle side away from the rest of the raid earlier. So initially, right, he's tanking speaker. So while we're burning Fathul, he'll kind of position speaker near Voidstone and then position himself between Voidstone and Trident. And then when we move over, that'll hopefully be enough out of the way where people don't get hit by the aphotic blast. And then once we all move to Trident, then he'll position near Trident and then position himself between Trident and Tempest Call. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you are not Rubidium, you should try to avoid being in that direction. You should favor being in the direction of the other artifact or just straight up on the other side of the artifact compared to where he.
Do enough people need flasks that I should put down a second cauldron?
I will.
Let's
but
see.
some.
Oh, I don't have a flask.
I have my own.
I have my own.
Probably fine. Okay, same interrupt. We'll do shamans, then Greystaff dice, then me and Tejas.
5, 4, 3.
I'll
2,
go first, Tejas.
1.
Rapture in his whispers. Kneel the shadow of his glory.
Void crash. Dark Herald. Void crash.
After this bounce soak,
Cerebral assault.
don't be in the cone. After this bounce soak,
Dark Herald.
we're about to get the storm.
Void crash.
Quake in fear of his endless strength.
Storm of annihilation.
Behold,
I got that one.
the pitiful defiance.
Void crash.
Tejas, go ahead and get purple. My interrupt's down, so someone else has to get purple. Thanks. Let purple go off and switch to speaker. Make sure we're soaking small swirls. Be on speaker.
Dark Herald Crash. Cerebral Assault.
Soak after this bounce. We're about to get Voidstone. Be ready to burn speaker.
Umbral Shell. Terrifying Echo.
Extra lobby.
Void Crash. Umbral Shell.
Yeah.
Dark Herald.
Soak the little swirls once they come out.
Switch to feared.
Be on Fothul.
Void Crash. Cerebral Assault.
Don't be in the cone. You should be on feared. %. Interrupters, get ready.
Umbral Shell.
Ads are up.
God damn it.
Sorry, Ruby was unhealable.
Second round interrupt. I'll get the third round.
Cerebral Assault.
And then Tejas get purple one more time.
Terrifying Echo.
Get the visit.
Burn the ad. Visage ad.
Dark Herald. Void Crash.
Good. Get back on speaker.
Void Crash. Agent of Truth.
So switch to Zephyrs.
Ow.
Cerebral Assault. Void Crash.
God damn it.
Void Crash.
I mean, is it pretty much a wipe once the range tank dies?
Yeah.
We should probably just be wiping them and not be wasting
Oh, I
this
didn't
thing.
notice he was dead. Oh, you died and you got rezzed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So combat raise is useless. They just don't.
And in the...
They just can't get the aggro back, so.
I got you.
I mean, if it happens like at the very end of the fight, we could probably do it, but like not right now.
Oh, cool! I'm getting
So-
honor kills.
So who had it? Who had it after Ruby died?
I had it for a chunk of time.
I mean, I died afterwards. Like, yeah, I'll just go through the aggro table.
Yeah, and I did too.
So it doesn't pick someone specific again. It just
It'll just go. No, it'll just go to like the next person in threat, and then that's the end of the story.
well, if you
Pick one in particular at all.
You cannot ever move it after it goes to the next person. It can't.
okay, so if we know who the next person
You
is,
can't taunt. It won't matter because
if we know who they are, we
Ruby
can
and
start healing them
increase
instead of
it-
Ruby.
What? Oh. What? It went on the tanks, but I mean,
Okay.
it just doesn't matter.
I
if
have
it
done
dies.
it, and I have gotten him back after dying and being resurrected, so it can be.
When did you do this? On
When I
another
was with
guild?
my old, I did it with my old guild on Heroic.
So wait, Ruby could just go Bear and taunt it back, and we'd be fine.
Yes.
Can you misdirect too?
I mean, at the beginning you can.
It's very. However, we were using a different strat where we took Cecil down to 25% before switching the other guys, so nobody else had attacked him. So it may be that that was because nobody else had a threat on.
If you die, you go to 0. It doesn't matter how long you've been attacking someone. I mean, you go to 0. But the taunt will work. If the taunt works, then
The agent of demise debuff is just kind of bad to have on anyone. So if we can recover from that, then that's fine. But ideally, we just shouldn't be losing him.
Yeah, if the battle res is instantaneous, you have a chance of getting it back. If it's like takes 4 or 5 seconds to get off, it's too late.
Again, it doesn't matter. Once you die, your guy goes to 0. He's gonna have the taunt no matter how long it takes him to get ready.
Yeah, it just reduces
the
number
debuff,
of other people who
debuff
get.
doesn't fall off doing that.
I mean,
let's
after
figure
the
it out.
range tank dies, a tank is probably going to get it, which means melee is everyone's going to have it.
I will put Aphis down.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm down to being.
What was the event that was happening when Ruby fell? We were doing some kind of transition.
He had Void Stone on him, so he couldn't be healed. So we have to burn it faster. And if you have a shield on him at the time, that helps.
So when I think it's helpful when you call out, okay, we're going to Void Stone, and like Brasmus is saying, tanks need externals. Ruby's included in that. He'll need an external.
Why don't we assign healers to deliver externals? Because we have, I can barkskin Ruby, and then somebody get Brasmus.
Well, I was going to say he could be pain suppressed on the first Void Stone, and maybe Zephyrus could bubble him on the second.
Okay, I'm flexible.
Okay, let me know when that is. And also that means Bubble's no longer being used at will.
What's Bubble's effect?
It just absorbs damage.
Oh, it's an absorb. Okay, mine's a damage reduction. Is a 20% damage reduction.
I mean, it just
Bubble's better.
It only happens twice in the whole fight, so if we save cooldowns for then, we should be able to get.
What's
there isn't
Cocoon's
really
cooldown?
like a ton of damage outside of that, besides like the AOE from the Tempest, which different
I mean,
cooldowns
people,
anyways.
Yeah, people should be avoiding most of the rest of the day.
In theory, I can
Spirit Link was really
use
good.
Spirit Link on one of them to like restore a tank's health, but I ended up getting that fucking debuff where I had to run out twice, and it was during both times when that thing was going on.
Oh, that's not.
I don't think that's going to happen very often.
Ruby can also switch into bear form for that duration, which might help.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a lot of DR right there.
I mean, I don't know if it's any amount of DR, because it's shadow damage.
You just get more health, so
You
that'll
get a
help.
lot more health.
And if you have threat, then you can probably still keep it just by.
Can I get a tome? I'll change to Guardian Affinity.
That's what I was gonna ask. If you were on the aspect of Guardian or
yes.
whatever.
Oh,
I
didn't.
I run
that.
Resto normally for the heal.
Yeah, I mean, if you can heal yourself to help, that's one thing. But I think it's probably better just to be tankier.
You do take less percentage.
It's 6% less if you take Guardian aspect. And yeah, the bear form gives you 25% more stamina while it's up.
You need a tome still?
No, I got one.
And anytime there's outside of the Void Stone, when you think it's dangerous, you can always shift and regen yourself and get a little bit back.
Yeah, I guess the interrupts look like they're
Interrupts
sorted
seem
now.
fine, yeah.
Okay, so I'll stay demo.
As long as everybody stays alive.
Yeah, I was going to just suggest if I went back to Affliction, Melissa and I could be like number 9 and 10 interrupts in case other people die.
I mean, we also have hunters.
We have one hunter, but he's assigned.
Oh, no.
He's taken.
Well, I mean, I've
yeah,
got
I can interrupt if you guys tell me early
We'll
enough.
call
that
it
I can
out if it's
switch,
necessary.
So that I can switch targets, but sometimes I don't notice
Shadow
which
Step.
people are dead.
Shadow Step.
I can also leap over and interrupt.
We'll call it out, but let's Let's
She did
do
that
it
last
correctly
week.
and not die.
Yeah, I like that plan.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rapture in his whispers. Cower before his might.
Void Crash.
Here comes Big Swirl.
Dark Herald.
And Medium Swirl. And soak these.
Void Crash.
Assaulting coming.
Cerebral Assault.
Hey Tay, can you move closer to the boss? I wouldn't move to where you're standing.
Don't be in the cone.
Thank
Void
you.
Crash.
What happens if we
Swirl.
miss the soak?
It'll keep bouncing if it's the minimum size and nobody soaks it.
There isn't really any reason to soak them, it's just that you shouldn't move out when they're that side.
Here comes the storm.
Storm of Annihilation.
Don't take damage. Interrupts.
Void Crash.
Second round. Nope.
Whoa.
That's 2.
Whoa. No.
I was on my
And
phone.
then it's like the interrupts.
It's
Was
real
that a-
obvious when we get those mass time.
I
Was
was
that
on
a
the
ma-
wrong side of the board for that one.
Okay. They're always spawning in the middle, so yeah, the interrupters, you should definitely be closer to the middle of the.
Yeah, middle back with respect to where we come in. Thanks, Tay.
Tay, what would we do without?
You have to do a lot
You'd
more
be
fishing.
fine.
We would have to do a lot more.
Somebody else would put down.
I have 5 saved up.
I had
You
1 and I spent it.
Can you fish in this instance?
I don't think so.
Try.
You used to be able to
I
fish
don't
in
think
the entrance area, but it looks like they hot fixed that.
What the hell is this bullshit? This game's unplayable.
Literally.
Literally, to quote Hey Matt.
Flasks are probably running out.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rapture in his whispers. Cower before his
Void Crash.
First crashes.
Dark Herald.
Soak them after this bounce. Crushing down, move it way out.
Void Crash.
Alright, that's fine. Soak
Cerebral
these.
Assault.
Get out of the cone.
Void Crash.
Big swirls. Medium swirls. Soak after this.
Dark Herald. Void Crash.
We're about to get the storm. Interruptors get in position.
Storm of Annihilation.
Behold, the end of your pitiful defiance.
Void Crash.
Chaos, keep an eye on purple.
Cerebral Assault.
Yep, we're good.
Void Crash.
Be on speaker.
Dark
Soak
Herald.
after these bounces.
Void Crash.
Watch where Ruby's standing, don't be near him.
Thank you.
Void crash.
Big swirl. Soak after this bounce.
Dark Herald. Cerebral Assault. Void crash.
Watch the cone. Here comes the first Void Stone. Burn the boss first.
Shell. Terrifying echo. Void crash. Uncle shell.
Alright, switch the ad. Soak the little ones if you see them. And switch to Fothul.
Void crash.
Interrupters start getting in position. 1% till we transition. Here it comes. Ads are coming.
Dark Herald. Void crash. Uncle shell. Terrifying echo.
Get on the ad.
Get the visage.
I'll get purple one more time. Teos, keep an eye on purple.
Speaker.
Cerebral assault. Void crash.
Let purple go off.
Dark Herald.
You want us on speaker?
Yes.
Some range need to keep an eye on Visage.
It's dead now.
Void crash.
Watch for Ruby standing and don't be near him. Soak the little ones. We're about to get the bubble. We're gonna lust on this. Make sure you burn it.
Get inside the bubble,
burn it,
correct?
And then interrupt the ad as fast as possible.
Terrifying echo.
Just the Visage.
Dark Herald. Void crash. Cerebral assault.
And then be on Fothul. Don't damage people, be careful.
Void crash.
Should be on the fear. Just multi-dot the Visage.
Void crash.
Drinking.
Watch for Ruby standing.
Dark Herald.
2% until we get the next bubble. We don't have Bloodlust for this, and we need interrupts.
Void crash.
Interrupters get in position.
Cerebral assault.
Ads are up.
Terrifying echo.
Get the visit.
I'll get purple one more time.
Void crash.
Oh.
Didn't do enough damage.
Dark Herald.
Well, that was good up until then.
Your dream dies.
It seemed like it popped really quickly on the last one. But it was super slow on this one.
Maybe this is a bad idea. Would it be better to get them closer in percentage so they pop in one right after the other, so that maybe the lust is up for both? If we pop the lust right as it goes off.
I
Like
don't
if
know,
they're
I feel
both
like
at
I don't know if I'd want to be.
28-ish, and then like you push one.
I
and
feel like
then
that
use
requires
it.
a level of finesse that we don't have.
Yeah, because then you'd have to be killing the visage and interrupting the ads properly at the same time.
Well, we don't push them at the same time. We just push close enough that Lust is up for both.
Like it's 30 seconds, so like if we
Well,
can.
if you want to modulate the damage a little bit, like if you see speaker getting down, we do speaker first, right? So as speaker's getting down, and watch the health on Feared and get him like
Yeah.
within 5%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Can
been
also just
intentionally standing
Those
in
are 40
circles
moves.
to get the buff /debuff, and it feels like it's getting dispelled too quickly.
No,
It's
it's
getting
not. Don't worry about the dispel.
okay because the buff is one of the ways to have enough power to burn through.
Just don't worry about it. We want it to go to 3, but if there's a bunch of shit going down that's about to go down, we're not going to leave it on people.
Otherwise, it seemed fine. Looked like we managed everything else okay. Maybe a little more attentiveness with the cone, but that's about it. Maybe if you have like 3-minute cooldowns, don't use them, don't overlap them with Lust and save them for the second one if it's necessary.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I didn't use my cooldowns on
How
those.
responsible.
You shut up.
It was
You
an
call
accident.
yourself a parse lord.
Well, it's actually better without Lust.
And gems.
Just throw those Burning Crusade gems they gave you.
2,
I think I used them all already. My gear has cycled once.
Oh, wait, no, you still have one in. So good.
Here comes Big Crash.
We should upgrade him with some Wrath gems.
Here's Small Crash, soak these. Alright, that's a good distance for the Siege Breaker. Big Crash. Soak after this bounce. Oh. Don't DPS people in melee. Let it fall off. Single target only.
Ow. The dragon roar, dude.
It was in my rotation.
They
We're about
each
to get
have like
Storm.
20 seconds of a fucking dot on it now.
Here comes Storm. Ads are gonna come. Interrupters, get ready.
Piece of shit.
Ads are up. I'll get purple one more time, and then Tejas, you can get it.
Cerebral assault. Void crash.
Watch the cone. And let purple go off. Switch the speaker.
Void crash.
Oh shit, Chaos, what wronged you?
I had some sort of slow and couldn't get out.
You had the crashing thing on you. There were
sounds
two
like
of them.
crash.
I think it's Upper Decker's fault.
Go ahead and res him. We need the interrupt.
Picking him up.
Soak the little ones.
Void crash. Dark herald.
You should be on speaker.
Cerebral assault. Void crash.
Here comes first Void Stone.
Umbral shell. Terrifying echo. Void crash.
Visage.
Umbral shell.
Still getting the shield down now, going to vision.
Sorry, I blew bubble on Zetter.
Ruby seems okay. Just watch for the next one.
Medium
Baffle.
bound. Soak the little ones.
Cerebral assault.
Don't be in the cone.
Spell Larissa if you can. There we go.
Interrupters start getting in position. .2% till we get the ads.
I think I disconnected, so just let me die.
Void Stone's up. Interrupter.
How we do that anyway?
Ads are up.
Get the shield down.
Void crash. Umbral shell.
Alright,
Terrifying
add.
My interrupt's down. Teos, can you get purple? And then melee, go ahead and get purple one more time once it starts casting.
Cerebral assault.
Woof. Dead.
Void crash.
I'm just gonna let it go off because it's fine.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, we're
Dark
good.
Herald.
Speaker.
Void crash.
How long does this last? Fuck.
Soak the little ones, but not the big one.
I'm back now, so definitely go back to healing these things.
Nah.
Here comes the bubble.
Terrifying echo. Dark Herald.
They're crushing doubt out.
Cerebral assault.
Watch the
Void
cone.
crash.
Wow.
I don't know what I died from.
Probably the big circle.
Yeah, there's a
Should we be on
big
Crucible?
circle in there.
Yes.
Yep.
I can
Gonna
pop.
Void crash.
Yeah, might as well.
Is dice part of the interpretation? Just go right
I am, and I'm
We have no reses for
I'll do it.
I'll do. Okay, upper decker, do get the second
Just
round.
call it out.
Yeah.
Second, which
Gray
one?
staff, call out which one you're going to interrupt, and upper decker get the other one.
I'm going to interrupt green.
Okay, so upper decker get purple on the second round. Soak the little ones. Here comes the.
Watch out for cone.
Here comes the relic.
Kill visage.
Pop it, DBA. Anything in there? Speaker or the visage? Probably the visage first. Visage.
No, we had 2 explosions.
No, is that me not doing it?
Jeez,
No, it
That
was
might have been my fault.
I should do it instead.
Does
And you can get the
grounding
third
totem
one.
have like a target cap?
I don't believe so.
Grounding totem.
Or whatever
No, it
it
does
is.
not. It doesn't stay
I
up
guess we
for
could
that long
just-
now.
The only thing it does is fear, right? Does it do damage?
It's
Yeah,
not like
it
the
only
old.
it only lasts for 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's not like
But
the
I
old
mean,
days where it would sit there for 2 minutes and just
No,
negated any
But
fear.
you can
Seven
see the
minutes.
cast time, and if we're
Yeah.
close enough, we should just like. I feel like we just ignore it.
I mean, the mechanic is that any damage that is done to anybody in that shield, right, goes
Yeah.
towards
So
popping the shield.
you can
So you can DPS anything. You should probably just DPS the ad just so that doesn't happen. But if it does, we can also pop.
Many lucky doos you like.
Well, I'm hoping that Rira gets.
I wonder if
becomes,
Spirit
hostile.
Link, if the damage caused by Spirit Link counts. It probably doesn't.
I mean, none of the damage caused to us matters to the bubble.
Yes, that's not true. I think it's damage that happens to you too, isn't it?
Only on the second fight.
I thought it was both.
It's protective for the caster and its allies.
I don't think it matters for us.
So we are not allies of the boss, unfortunately.
Unless we get hit by the cone.
I don't
see how
even
much
then. I
damage.
don't know if it counts.
No,
'cause you
even
can still
then, you're
attack
still
the boss.
hostile to everything.
Yeah, you're a rebel.
Wonder how much damage that Dragonor did. Did a lot.
You beast!
And look at friendly fire.
Can you look at friendly? Is that on there?
Is there a way to set up Elvui so you can see who's hostile? I keep trying to heal people that are hostile.
Oops.
It shows up in grid 2.
Oh yeah, I don't use grid. I should figure this out.
I'm sure there's a way, but is there a debuff that's associated with it?
Yes, there is a debuff. I forget what it's called, but I need to look. I'll make a note of that. But there definitely is a debuff. I could just configure my frames to show.
Yeah, I need to do the same.
I got that crashing doubt 900 times.
Really? I haven't gotten it once.
I've never gotten
Everyone's
it
ready.
until tonight.
What?
I get it a lot.
I'm just drinking mezcal and pushing my heal button.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just trying to get to the worm, huh?
No worm in this mezcal. It's only the cheap stuff.
Void Crash. Dark Herald.
Soak after this bounce. Run that Dark Herald, or yeah, run the Siege Breakers out.
Void Crash.
Larissa, I wanted to spell you, but I can't find you. There you are.
Cerebral Assault.
I had a siege breaker on.
Oh, you're
Watch
good.
the clone.
Void Crash.
Big. Soak after this bounce.
Do we want to let the debuff sit a little bit? I mean, there is a damage boost associated.
3 stacks.
3 stacks?
Void
Okay.
Crash.
I might have missed that when we discussed it. Sorry.
Here comes the Wind Power. Interrupters, get ready.
Storm of Annihilation.
First round of interrupts.
Void Crash.
Second round now. I'll get purple one more time. And then Tejas, watch purple.
Cerebral Assault. Void Crash.
Be on speaker.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
Dark Herald.
Oof.
Okay, I'm using him.
Tejas is.
Get Tejas up.
I'll pick him.
Be on speaker. Soak the little one.
Got it.
Void Crash.
When we say we're on speaker, is it okay to click?
Yes.
It's always okay to clear you.
I hate speakerphone.
That's what I thought you guys were talking about for the longest time.
Cerebral Assault.
I fear that means don't use push to talk.
Here comes first Void Stone. Be ready.
Umbral Shell. Terrifying Echo.
Get the Crushing Doubts out.
Umbral Shell.
Get to add. And switch to Fear.
Void Crash.
Medium bounce is coming. Soak after this
Dark
bounce.
Herald.
Should be on Fear. 5% until he does.
Crash.
Watch the cone. Soak after this bounce. Interrupters get in position.
Void Crash.
Here it comes.
Umbral Shell.
Ads are up.
Dark Herald.
First round went off.
Void Crash. Umbral
Second
Shell.
round of interrupts. I'll get purple one more time.
The speaker, guys.
Tejas, watch purple.
Void Crash. Terrifying Cerebral
Add.
Assault.
Should be on the visage.
Agent of Demise, that's the name of the debuff.
My new type.
Void Crash.
Get Ruby up.
Yeah, he's fine.
Dark Herald.
You should be on.
Sir, guys, you're
You
welcome.
should be on speaker.
Void Crash.
Soak after this bounce.
Void Crash.
Watch where skull is. Don't be near skull. Here it comes.
Terrifying Echo.
Get the visage, guys. Doesn't matter as long as you're DPSing something in there. It matters. That's
Cerebral Assault.
all right. Faffle.
Void Crash.
I have no friend.
Yeah.
Get
Get
Nina
your
to
friend
spell,
on that
don't have
sword.
any.
Got her.
Well, take the little
Debuff?
one.
Void crash.
Are we about to have a second one?
Yes.
4%,
Dark Herald.
2% to go. Took the little one. Be ready for cooldown. Here it comes. Interrupters, be ready.
Cerebral assault.
Shaman's
Cooldowns.
for
totems.
Stop.
Void crash. Terrifying echo.
Purple
Does
Luna.
Oh shit.
Get the visage.
Void crash.
Thank
Get on
you.
speaker, guys. Speaker.
Need to move speaker over.
All the healers are dead, so just
I'm picked up, but yeah, we just lost a tank. It's over. Fuck.
Alright, let's wipe quickly and get one more pull.
Cerebral assault.
Put it in the water.
Stand in the assault and then AoE.
So when the bubble comes up, do you want me standing in the bubble or outside?
No, you don't need to be in it. You need to be outside anyway. And nobody needs to be inside of it. It doesn't, you don't redirect any damage. You just have to be attacking something that is inside of it.
Dark Herald.
Oh, so you don't have to run in the bubble?
No.
Oh, good.
Oh, I thought they all
Oh,
say to go in
I
the
think
bubble.
this might be easier.
We linked the ability which says that it only shields the
the
caster and
melee
his
are gonna
allies.
be in there because you're gonna be attacking the shit inside the bubble.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, we want as many of the ads and everything in there, and the melee can go nuts cleaving.
Do I do anything else?
No, but
Cleaving nets is a way of life.
I wish my cleave was easy.
Wow. Bitter.
Just use fan of knives.
yeah, I should
I
talk
just
though.
multi-dot.
You look at my two of my top three attacks are Fellstorm and Implosion. So yeah.
So cleave is good.
Yeah, actually, it's probably a good thing not to have the range in because the big circles might not be causing us much problem.
I'm pretty sure that's what I died to both times.
Special man's up.
Arise, my champion.
Still standing. You are nothing.
You know
I answer a higher
Oh my god.
Everyone's ready.
Why can't I turn into a giant Tyrannosaurus? This game's broken.
Unplayable.
4.
I mean, I can turn into a little Tyrannosaurus, but
What's the point in that?
right?
Void crash. Dark
Soak
Herald.
after this bounce.
Void crash.
Soak after this bounce.
Cerebral assault.
Watch the
Do you
cone.
know where Grey Staff is?
Void crash.
Got it.
It's off in Tibet somewhere appears to be.
I got
After this bounce, soak. 2% until adds. Interrupters get in position.
Storm of annihilation. Void crash.
Oh fuck! I am so sorry.
Second round of interrupts. Teos, watch purple.
on speaker.
Dark Herald. Void Crash.
Soak the little one.
Void Crash. Void Crash. Dark Herald. Cerebral Assault.
Soak the little ones. Watch the cone.
Void Crash.
Those were mutualigs.
Here comes the Void Stone.
Uncle Shell. Terrifying Echo.
Damage boss.
Void Crash. Uncle Shell.
Visage.
We'll soak the little one. Switch to feared.
Void Crash. Cerebral Assault.
Watch the cone.
Void Crash.
4% to go. Alright, here adds. Interruptors get in position.
Uncle Shell. Terrifying Echo.
Adds are up.
Crash.
Hit the boss.
Uncle
Heal Ruby.
This visage down.
I'll get purple one more time.
Speaker.
Cerebral Assault.
Ruby watch purple. Or not Ruby, sorry. Tejas watch purple.
Dark Herald. Void Crash.
Are we on speaker or buff?
We're on speaker. Soak the little ones.
20 seconds. Yales. We'll get you up.
Void Crash.
2% until the transition or the artifact. Here it comes. Use your cooldowns now. We're gonna save lust.
Terrifying Echo.
Screams will echo through his halls.
Focus on the visage.
The wind slices to the bone. Cerebral Assault.
Get out of the cerebral assault.
Void Crash.
Baffle.
After this bounce, soak the little ones.
I'm gonna pick
Get
up
Kale's up.
Steppers.
Void Crash.
Why is it healing?
Dark Herald. Void Crash.
Switch to Adult Napper.
Oh, okay.
5% to go.
Don't come in here.
Cerebral Assault.
Soak the little.
Get out of the cone, guys. Get out.
Crash.
Dispel
Soak
Tejas.
the
There we
little
go.
ones.
Terrifying Echo.
Add.
Visage.
Burn down the ad. Burn down the visage. Soak the little ones. Back to Fothel. Here it comes. We're gonna lust.
Dark
Ads.
Herald.
Interrupters, be ready. First
Stay
round of
on feared
interrupts.
Void
and
Crash.
visage.
There's nothing in the bubble.
Kill feared.
I'm drinking.
I'll get purple this time. And then Tejas, watch it.
Now we can move them.
Watch purple.
Speaker. Everyone speaker.
Void Crash. Cerebral Assault.
Alright.
Out the cone.
I'm
Let
drinking.
it go off and don't do anything stupid and we'll get it.
Oh shit.
Let it bounce one more time. Soak these.
Void Crash.
Alright, the healing cooldowns for this. Defensives, just stay alive through this and we'll get it.
Get the visage, guys. You have to kill them evenly.
Yes.
Right, you can even.
Watch the health on the 2 bosses. There's no more major relics.
Yeah, the cone.
Just make sure they stay even. Speaker's
Right,
higher.
where you
right
at, buddy?
Nope, they're pretty much the same. One of them has more health than the other. Pay attention to that. Don't just look at percentages.
Big one.
Feared is higher.
Feared needs to be focused.
Cone.
Back on speaker for a little bit.
Don't be in this explosion.
This.
Alright, just burn speaker down the rest of the. Good.
Nice.
Hey, guys!
Applause
I
for
looked at
everyone.
the 11:20 when we started that poll and said, "Oh, we better get him this time."
God damn it.
Famous last
I
poll.
hate how it does that.
It's a
I
tradition.
didn't want to curse anyone by saying that out loud.
We'll
Nice,
continue
everyone.
with
Yay.
tomorrow.
Ooh, I got gloves. Yay.
Okay, I don't understand why I'm still up here and I can't loot. Oh, now.
Or we'll mail it to you, right?
You can't fall down?
Now, no, we fell.
The ones that trinket.
What is this gear? Is there anything good from this? There isn't, right?
I got.
I forgot there's one of the
I got
trinket. The
2,000
trinket
gold from bonus roll.
Some things have like cool effects, but they're probably not higher eye level than.
Yeah. These gloves, if anyone wants these gloves.
They should be 220, I think, aren't they? Or are they 205?
405.
405, whatever number.
I like my gloves. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I will not be with you tomorrow because that's Dungeons
Oh my
and Dragons
God.
night, but I'll see you next week.
So Blissro, the gloves I got have a stupid every 10,000 mana you spend you get a absorb shield. Yeah, I'm a goddamn warlock. I almost never spend.
I know. I'm like always at full mana. I'm like, can I like donate this to someone who needs it?
Yeah,
I
can ya?
got them, and I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that should go to a healer.
Yeah, I got them on my bonus roll. But yeah,
I got the
most of the your DPS spells don't use mana for warlocks.
Who sent us the stone nerd?
It was Gray Staff.
Nice.
Totally Gray Staff. And Dice fell for it too.
I
That
just